Hey, hi, hello.
What do I do now? Hold on your pants, because it's about to get real shitty in here.
Here's our review for Happy Death Day. I've got the Spider-Man, he's got the Iron Man. We're here with our non-sponsored food of the day, apple pie.
Delicious apple pie.
And I've got my tap water, so we're good to go.
But I also have water this time, but it's filtered.
Happy Death Day, take us through the plot.
Okay, so, you know, Groundhog Day is that, but it's shittier.
Oh,
And someone tries to kill her.
she's on the hunt for the killer. All right, well, let's
Just
talk.
like Bill Murray.
Let's dive right into it. Should you see it, skip it, or stream it? I'd say skip it.
Don't go to the theater for this one.
Definitely not the theater.
Don't su-
Holy shit.
Don't support this shit show of a movie.
If it's on Netflix, all of your friends said that they're busy without you, and you want to die, maybe still skip it. Something dumb! It adds nothing new to the genre. For a horror movie, for the Groundhog Day genre movies, it's the same shit. You even get the look of, I think there might be someone behind me. That would be weird. And then the slow turn to reveal that, yes, the killer is behind them.
And in the first bit, when they start setting up the very first day,
Yeah.
you can feel every beat where it's that
Yeah.
classic thing of, okay, you're going to need to remember this.
Yeah.
And she's going to do the classic walkthrough and go, and now this happens, and now this happens.
Another thing that's dumb about this movie is the forced plot. The lack of character motivations in this movie.
I don't know why anyone's doing anything. Even her reactions to the fact that things are happening. Even the villain himself that is set up to be the villain. Or is that later?
Yeah, that's the next part. That's the next part. So the lack of payoff.
Is that good enough? Did we?
Yeah, that's
is that-
good enough.
Well, it's
Spoiler
like,
free.
I want to make sure that it's a good review.
Yeah, no, it's
I
good
feel
enough.
like it's not.
So the next part is the lack of payoff.
Well, lack of payoff for me, immediately you're dealing with a villain
Yep.
who turns out to have no substantial impact on the plot at all. There's no reason for him to exist. There's no reason for anyone to do anything. I mean, they set up all these little things. They never come back. Except for the stupid lesson learning bits where they're like, hey, you were a bitch. Now you're not a bitch.
Yeah. Something smarts of this movie. So the
Does
first.
the movie physically hurt you?
There are some actually decent shots in this movie. One of the best ones, it's actually in the trailer as well, but it's this really cool transition shot of her getting hit in the head with a baseball bat and her falling down to the bed that she wakes up in when she repeats the day. I'm burping now because of all the pie. Another something smart was the new mechanic to the day loop.
So, you know, we've all seen the looping movie.
The Groundhog Day genre.
The Groundhog Day genre. It's French for potato salad. What? Drink more. The new mechanic that was kind of enjoyable was that instead of pointlessly looping infinite times for no impact on you at all, like she got weaker, she got closer to death with each loop.
It's a nice ad to have, but then they don't do anything with it in the film,
And it doesn't.
which
doesn't,
just
like-
adds to the lack of
Yeah.
payoff
Yeah.
that the film has. But
You're gonna die soon if you keep this up. It's like, oh, so I can't do it forever.
yeah,
Okay.
everything else they don't at all explain why she's looping.
It's not aliens.
It's not aliens. It's, you know, and I don't think they do explain in the original Groundhog Day either. Not
that-
based off my memory.
But for me, with that one at least, there's a magic element that's sort of like the spirit of Christmas coming to visit you.
It's the spirit of Christmas. It's Groundhog Day.
No, but it's what I'm saying is like the spirit of Christmas saying, "Hey, Scrooge, you're a dick,
Yeah.
and you need to change."
Yeah.
And Groundhog Day was kind of that same thing,
Yeah.
where it was more of that life lesson-y feeling.
Yeah.
Which this one has it as well. It's like you're a bitch, don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
But
yeah. The last point that we have is it should have been a parody movie.
Yeah.
There's so many great moments in the film that it's so bad that it's good.
That's the only reason we were able to get through it
Yeah.
in the theater is because we could actually laugh at a moment and go, oh, that's actually pretty funny because it's so awful.
Yeah, and it's just one where if they had played this movie as a parody of slasher movies,
Oh.
of a parody of Groundhog Day genre movies, it
Would've
could have
been
been a
great.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
But they decided to try and make it a horror slasher film.
There's a lot of moments that are funny and they feel like they could be intentionally funny.
Mm-hmm.
So even then, even if they decided to make some sort of comedy moments, they didn't go far enough. They should have made the whole movie like that.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie was a half measure. It wasn't a full horror, it wasn't a full comedy, it was just kind of
Yeah. All right, moving on.
doesn't matter. This movie sucks. Why would you see it?
You don't need to subscribe to us at this point.
I
'cause
wish you
it's-
wouldn't.
Because, like,
I think you shouldn't. Don't subscribe.
'cause we don't care. We're in this big new goddamn studio and we need the money! We need it!
3 or 4 more subscribers.
Just 3.
We got so far. Show your friends.